realize it. I'd say you're absolutely their first shot to me. They're coming into this game off that route.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those.
On the wing of Flello. Launches showing. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
So that's what makes the
shots have dropped from them already. Not a pass between teammates, leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
Oh, shake him. Shake him.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by a Flello.
Don't run into
5 on the clock. They get the rebound.
Oh.
Pass to Powell. From deep. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Oh,
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
Here's Powell. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Lets it fly. Again, the Cavaliers score.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Outside Anthony. Lopez a screen. Off the pick. The shot is off. Cavaliers go the other way with fresh from a win against Portland.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got. The windmill finish. Now that's nasty. How do you do?
Finishes the play. Utter disregard for his own safety.
And his teammates still shaking their heads. You know what? He must have told them to be on the lookout for something special. And he came off that screen, and then he just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Here's Powell. This game an incredible scoring display for him. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, the Knicks head coach had a couple of minutes to spend with me. There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
And thank you for that, Doris. We'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. Clears number 1.
Yeah, I mean, the best in the league at forcing those miscues and then capitalizing at the other end. Their defense led to their offense.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Irving. Anthony down low, working on James. Tipped away. And stolen by Freak. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Powell's got 18 points in the game.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Over to the wing. Macklemore inside the line. Finds himself wide open and throws it. Cleveland leading by 8. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Powell, that's good.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far. Stretching the lead into double digits already.
And Macklemore kicks to Payne. And again, New York with the triple.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Already got 9 points.
And here's Freak. 20 points for him. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Knicks trail by 9. Poked away and stolen by Freak. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And the approximate that. Watch out.
Teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Cavaliers lead by 12. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and
for me, at a younger age, I was never even killed.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him, nothing rattles him.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here.
It's been about the pace. You can see they're going to try to keep this game in the open floor.
Yeah, and, you know, it's been a tempo that they like, and they're getting some easy buckets in transition here.
They've got Stauskas. Taj Gibson is out there with Quincy Pondexter. Then it's Ben McLemore. That's the 5 for New York right now. Gibson in the post. He's guarded by Varejao. Cleveland leading by 11. Here's Powell. That's short off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
There's McLemore, and he gets it to go.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. Last season, he played outstanding. Just over 5 steals and 7 rebounds. And just got to go out there on what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
Robin Lopez is checked in for the Knicks. Porzingis comes in for Taj Gibson. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers, boy, was he tremendous. He ended up with 59 points, and the basket seemed pretty big to him. He didn't miss a whole lot all night. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Count that one. Powell's got 10 points in the quarter.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
There's the pass to Porzingis. Pondexter with it. He dishes it to Stauskas. Shot clock at 6. Some nice passing by New York here. And Lopez gets it to go.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Wright sets a screen. Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Stauskas inside the line. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Yeah, and listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Len, a screen. Here's Powell, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for free. He's got 39 points, and he's unleashed a barrage of three-pointers on him.
And Clark, you can tell they're good right now when the ball leaves his hand. He has racked up a ton of points.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Anthony's checked in for Pondexter. Flalo comes in for Nick Stauskas. And it's Payne in for McLemore. For the Cavaliers, Kevin Love's checked in for Wright. James comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Rozier in for Irving. Lopez a screen. Payne dishes to Lopez. The three from Anthony. Kept alive for Zingis. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first.
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for a chance to get my shot off. And I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Wow. Kevin, not sure what to do with that one.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Don't like me, don't whatever. He said something about the emergency room situation or something.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. Only tough part of this game is going to be playing just as good a second half as you did a first half. That's the challenge. You were terrific on defense and offense, and I don't want to see a letdown in either spot. Something I did like? Well, a bunch of times we forced a turnover that led directly to a bucket. I wouldn't mind seeing that happen a few more times after the half. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
I ain't entertaining none of that bullshit.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could. And boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to go. But even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Powell. And it's Len in at the center, filling out the middle. Knocked away. And stolen by Freak. Goes up. Oh, he jams it right over Robin Lopez. Wow.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And a wide open look for Freak. Good, and the assist goes to James. Powell's got 49 points in the game.
This guy's putting on a clinic out there. Everything is sound and sharp and crisp. He's really the centerpiece of their offense.
And it's blocked by Powell. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. A follow, that's good.
Beautiful pick by Anthony.
The Cavaliers leading by 22. Now here's Freak. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. From deep three-point range. For New York, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Anthony, the pass to Payne. In the corner, a follow with it, and it's blocked by Powell. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. McLemore's checked in for Aaron Aflalo.
Chomp.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Shot clock at 6. Knocks it loose. Irving with the steal. Freak with it. Now defended by McLemore. The shot by Powell, no good. Nick shooting at a decent 44% clip here. The long 3 is buried.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He has 6.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Anthony kicks to Payne. 3-pointer, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist from Payne. Payne's got assist number 5 here tonight.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down. Move the ball.
Here's Powell.
Kick it too much.
No good with the triple.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Here's Porzingis. Ejected by Len.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Payne with it. He's picked up by Irving. There's the pick. Lopez. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Lopez has got 6.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Powell. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. And the Cavaliers lead by 19. For New York, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. For us right now, Doris.
Kevin, I had a chance to find out what the Knicks coach was going over with his guys. Back to fundamentals. That's what he told them. Specifically, he'd like to see them implement the pick and roll as often as possible. He also wants to see a patient offense. Work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
If I had a circle,
yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. The Knicks making a switch here. Pondexter's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Rozier's checked in. The shot by Powell, no good. Knicks trail by 18. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the third. Here's Sheridan. New York, no good that time either.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Lets it go from deep, and he gets it to go. No problem on the 3 from Powell. Powell's got 60.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Stauskas. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Stauskas has got his second bucket of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 19 points. Here's Powell, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player, think of this, only one player in NBA history to go triple digits, and that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around, but Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary.
Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for New York. Stauskas kicks to Pondexter. From the arc, Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Oh, awesome. Oh, yeah.
Move the ball and stick it too much.
From deep. Rebound by Pondexter. Knicks trail by 21. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And Gibson, here we go. Great D that time from LeBron. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Here's Powell. And he gets it to go.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Stauskas. No good on the buzzer beater.
Stop.
And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cavaliers on top, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. The Cavaliers leading by 23. We've got Anthony. Taj Gibson is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo, and it's Payne in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. There's the feed to Aflalo. Off target from 3-point range. Pulls up from the corner. Misses off the left iron. The Knicks shooting 43% for the game. Anthony dishes to Payne. That's tipped. And here we go. Freak heading to the... Oh! Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
And yes, sir, that one drops. That's now 8 points for Aaron Aflalo.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Payne passes to Anthony. Here's Porzingis. Kicks it out to Gibson. Aflalo outside. That doesn't go either for Aflalo.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
The shot all the way. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. The tray, and that one's good.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
For the finish.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder.
Aflalo with another miss.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
New York moving it around. Took him no time at all on that one. 14 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Move the ball. Stick
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by a Flalo. That's good.
You know, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
Well, it's about rhythm. They put this run together on the
last
strength
week.
of their
And,
mid-range
I wanted
jump
to- I wanted
shots.
to
They
take
might
my
as
home
well
and
be
finish it.
layups with the way they're shooting.
She said she could
Just
do that.
a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Payne kicks to a Flalo. Again, a Flalo missing.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
From deep three-point range, the shot by Powell, no good. The Knicks have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. There's the pick, and Gibson kicks to Anthony. Payne gets a wide-open look. Off target from outside. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. And he nails it. The three-pointer falls from Powell.
Just too dangerous of a shooter to leave alone from beyond the arc.
We'll see if I can see 90.
And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Now that is rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some style points too, Kevin.
Clark, he deserves him. No simple finish there with the high-altitude windmill slam.
That, to me,
I'm
is a
statement.
Here's Payne. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Not your mom, not your dad, nobody.
Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room.
Yes, I did it.
From deep. Rebound by Anthony. New York's gone into a funk from downtown. The fourth, only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks.
But I don't like, I'm going to indent my stuff.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance.
82 points, 9 steals, 2 blocks, and 7 rebounds with an A+ with B.
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit from just about anywhere on the court?
Yeah, but that's how I feel every night, Doris. You know me. When you're the best shooter in the world like I am, that's just how it is. My man Clark is always talking about in-the-chin range, you know? Well, I have a zip code range. Tell me if you that.
Thank you for your time. This one far from over, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
What can you say about the show he put on tonight? That was simply basketball greatness. You hardly get a player that gets that focused, that determined. He did the work of 3 players out there tonight and got the points to prove it.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
Okay, make sure you subscribe and yeah.